Love yourself, love others.
Hey everyone, it's Antonia Marquis. Welcome to my channel. All are welcome. This is a safe space. This is my LYLO series, and LYLO stands for Love Yourself, Love Others. It is my biggest passion. It is my life's purpose and your life's purpose, and I am here to encourage you to practice it and to radiate it and to share it and to really tune into that purpose, because that's why we're here, to learn about ourselves, love each other, and be in peace with each other and enjoy this wonderful gift of life that we have. So I make these videos and do as much as I'm able to spread that message, because like I said, I'm so passionate about it, because it's so important that we do that in this world and that we remember why we're here and who we are at our core. And who we are is love. We got it. We just got to remember, and we got to remind each other. And we do that by being an example of it. So I want to start today's video off by introducing you to one of my favorite words. The word is Sonder, and it just means that you have the understanding that every single person that you see has just as vivid and complex of a life as you. Oftentimes we see people at the grocery store and we're only experiencing life with them in that one moment. And they might be having a hard day, they might be struggling that day. And we often forget, and we only judge that moment. We only see people in that moment that we don't know, and we don't think about the whole rest of their lives that we didn't experience of them. And it's so important that we do that. And we don't need to know the details of everybody's life and all of their struggles that shaped them into who they are and all of their trauma. We don't need to know the details. It's amazing when we share that with each other, because it reminds us that we're not alone, and it helps us to be vulnerable and open. But the point is, we don't have to share that in order to care. We just have to understand that it's real, it exists, that everybody you meet has their own story, and your 2 seconds of seeing them in the line at the grocery store isn't all that has existed in their life. That's not all they are. And that's what Sonder is. And with that simple inner knowledge that we are born with and we forget along the way, so much can change, because we give people more grace. We have less judgment for people, more patience and understanding, because we understand that about ourselves. We have vivid and complex lives. We know what we've been through. We know all of the struggles we faced, all of the good and the hard times. We know our story, and we often feel like nobody understands us, we're alone. But you have to understand that we are not the only one that feels that way. Many of us feel that way because all of us have our own story, just as complex as yours. Just all of the things that you think about, like, they have no idea what it's like to live my life. They have no idea how hard it is to have went through what I went through 10 years ago. Like, we have to think about others having that same type of thing in their lives. So Sonder is important to me. It's one of my favorite words because it offers that understanding, like I said, into that grace. And not just for others, but for yourself. It reminds you that you have a vivid and complex life. And understanding yourself is the first step to loving yourself. And I recently talked to my fiance about how grateful I am, despite my circumstances, that in my life I've had a lot of time alone with myself. Notice I don't say by myself, I say with myself, because I wasn't lonely in that time. I was granted from a very young age the gift of time with myself. When my mother and father got pregnant with me, my father got diagnosed with lung cancer. And when I was born, he was going through chemo. He was in hospice. So my mom had to take care of him. My sister obviously didn't want to see her father in that state because it was hard. So So I was alone a lot throughout my life, and I never saw that as a bad thing, and I'm not mad about that at all. I have understanding about that, and I'm grateful for it, even though the reason for it is difficult. I'm grateful for it because all of that alone time that I was granted, uninterrupted, allowed me to understand myself, figure out the things I like, the things that drive me, my passions, the things I want to do in life. It helped me to be with my thoughts and learn how to love myself as I am, to not care about the opinions of others, to be my full self. It helped me to figure out my purpose. Just overall, just like I said, it helped me to understand me. And in doing that, I have honed in this great big love for myself that I'm so proud of. And I know that's a privilege that not many have gotten. But I'm here to say it's not too late. Yes, I had a privilege of being granted that alone time my entire life. But it's not too late to start wherever you are. And nobody's self-love or healing journey is the same. You can start no matter what age you are. You can start at whatever pace you want to start at. It is your journey, and it has no destination. There is no end. It is constant practice. And another thing I was telling my fiance when we were talking about this subject is I feel like people are scared to start because it sounds so overwhelming, because it's work. It is work. I'm going to be honest with you. It's constant work on yourself for the rest of your life with no end. And that's overwhelming. And I understand that the feeling of overwhelm is not a fun one. But it's so worth it. And that's why I make these videos, to let you know how worth it is. Because life is so much more beautiful. You see the beauty in life when you practice this amazing thing. It changes everything. You manifest so many good things in your life. You learn to love yourself and live your life to the fullest, because you're not worrying about the opinions of others. You're just caring about the now and living it and having gratitude for life. That's another thing that being alone taught me, and that my dad passing taught me. My gratitude for life. My easygoing attitude of not letting mistakes or accidents affect me, because him passing and me experiencing that at a young age gave me the gift of gratitude for life, because his was taken away. Me having alone time gave me the gift of gratitude for life and patience and not being hard on myself, because I wasn't hard on myself when I was alone. So all of these good things come from just practicing, trying to love yourself. Opportunities flow, you see the beauty of life, you're grateful for it, you aren't hard on yourself, there's less worry in your life, there's more joy in your life, and because of that, you then radiate all of that love and joy and grace that you've given yourself, and it turns into loving others. So it's so important, no matter where you're at in life, to take that time to give yourself grace, to give yourself understanding, to try to figure out how things affect you, how things that happened in your past affect you in the way that you respond, in the way that you see the world, your perspective, figuring out how everything's tied together about your story and how it affects you in your view of life and how you communicate, and everything is what it takes. Understanding yourself is what it takes to love yourself. And you deserve to know yourself, because you are amazing. You are so strong and beautiful, and you deserve to know you. You deserve to know you, because you're a great, amazing person, phenomenal person to know. So treat yourself as you would someone that you see as an amazing friend or that you look up to, because you are amazing. You are an amazing soul, and you deserve to love yourself. You deserve to love yourself and give yourself that constant life practice that takes work. You deserve that effort. You are worthy of that effort. So that's why I do this. That is why I'm so passionate about it. That's why every time I make one of these videos, I either cry, or right now, I'm trying. I'm breathing through it. And I cry to let you know that it's okay to cry, because the journey of self-love, no matter how far along you are on it, isn't perfect. Nothing is perfect. You can be at a far along place on your healing and self-love journey and still every once in a while think about something that happened to you in your past and be impacted by it and feel hurt in the moment. Loving yourself and healing yourself doesn't mean you're not human and you just can forget things. And that's okay. So that's why I'm here to let you know and take away all of the things that can make it overwhelming. The idea that it has to be perfect, that everybody's journey is the same, that you can't still be hurt by something that you thought you were healed because it's taking a step back. No, I'm here to tell you none of that is true. None of it. All that matters is you try. It is not taking a step back to still feel insecure sometimes or to still be affected by trauma. I am very, very healed from my past relationship. That was not a good experience for me. But every once in a while I think about how I was treated and it hurts me. But I know that that's not me taking a step back. That's just me remembering, because we have phenomenal magic brains that remember things. And when things happen and they affect you deeply, you can't just forget them. So you have to be easy on yourself when you remember that, and don't feel ashamed for remembering something that hurt you. Just let yourself feel it in that moment like I do. And then remember that you're still on a journey and that wasn't taking a step back. Reminding yourself these things are what takes away the feeling of overwhelm, and is what's going to make you want to continue. Loving ourselves, and I say this over and over again, is bigger than us. It's not just for us, it's for the world. Because by loving yourself, you are empowering yourself to be all of the magic that you are. And you are adding that light into this world, thus changing it. You're adding that light into this world. People are seeing that light, feeling it, and being inspired to love themselves. And they're feeling loved by your warmth of your light. You are making other people feel welcomed and accepted and loved by loving yourself. And don't you think it's time for that? Don't you agree that this world needs that? That judging and hating each other has not been the way. It's not been the answer. There's nothing to wait for. We can make the change by loving ourselves. So if you want to see more love in this world and less hate, negativity, darkness, know that it starts with you. You got this. And just the act of trying and giving yourself that grace is enough. It's more than enough. You are a hero. You are changing the world one day at a time. So please, I want to remind you that you're capable of doing that. And you're strong and worthy enough to love yourself. And I know that the things we've been through convolute our thoughts with, no, I don't want to do that, you don't deserve to be loved, and all of these thoughts that are not true. So I know it's hard to silence them out, but sometimes you just have to go for it. Take that leap, knowing that the reward of it, of everything that it brings, is so worth it. It's so worth it. I love this life so much because I love myself. I'm so grateful for this life because I love myself, and I'm grateful for being alive so much good comes my way, and I see all of the good that does exist in the world around you currently that you may not be able to fully see because you haven't practiced loving yourself. I love this life so much. I love this world, and that's why I'm so passionate, because I see it. I see it, actually. And I see you. And it's so important for me to just remind people so that they can all experience this too. I don't want to be alone. And I'm not alone. There are so many people that see it. And you deserve to see the beauty as well. So love yourself, love others. I hope you enjoy all of these beautiful human beings from all different walks of life that share in being a human with you, despite their life circumstances, their past, their trauma, their struggles and insecurities. They are still human like you, and that's what connects us. So I like to get diverse human beings to express one thing they love about themselves and one thing they love about someone else, to show you that love exists, and it's so diverse and so beautiful, in such a spectrum, and so bold and so present in this world. We just have to speak life to it. We have to revive that spirit that we're born with, that life can make us forget and push it down further and further because life is so hard. But we have the strength. We are human beings made of magic and stars. We have the strength to build that back up to the surface. It is us. It is who we are. So please enjoy and be inspired by and be present with all of these human beings sharing their love.
One thing I love about myself is my ability to show myself and others patience and grace, which is something that took a long time, but I'm proud to say that that is one of my best qualities at this point. And with that, I would say that my best friend Dee is one of the most curious and equally patient, understanding individuals that I know, and for that, I admire the crap out of them.
One thing that I love about myself is my ability to remain optimistic in nearly all situations. One thing I love about my mommy, my mother, is the fact that she can be empathetic towards all parties regardless of the situation. My mom was a healer, and we stand that.
Hello. So I was asked to list one thing that I love about myself and one specific thing that I love about someone else. There's a couple things that I love about myself, but the number one thing is just how caring I am. Growing up being transgender but hidden in the closet was a little difficult, and now that I'm out of the closet and like free to be myself and not care about other people's opinions, it allows me to care about other people that deserve it and treat people with utmost respect, whether you know them or whether you don't, because you never know what that person is dealing with and what they're going through. So using the correct pronouns or just like being there for them when they need you and caring for them, that is something that I truly love about myself. Something specific I love about someone else would be one of my closest friends. Me and her do a lot of things together, and she treats me with the utmost respect, and we don't judge each other, and she never judges me. She uses my correct pronouns, and she just treats me like another real human being. And honestly, that just means so much to me, and that's one specific thing that I love about her.
Hello, I'm Angelina. One thing that I love about myself is that I decided to go after my passion of inspiring other people through creating art. One thing that I love about my best friend is that he always is honest with me. He never tries to feel sorry for me. He has always pushed me to be a better person.
Hello, my name is Confident Queen 2319 from TikTok. And one thing that I love about myself is my body positivity. And I love my mom so much. And I just want to say thank you for this amazing opportunity. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, everybody.
Hi, my name is Bree, like the cheese. One thing that I love about myself is that I know what I want and who I am. I've never really been confused about that. And I actually think that that's amazing. I love that about me and I appreciate that. And one thing about someone else would be my best friend, Sandy. I've known her since like the 6th grade. And what I love about her is that she's just like happiness and excitement personified. You know, all the good feelings that you could feel put into a person. And I find that to be amazing. So.
One thing that I love about myself is my eyes. I know it's a simple thing, but I've always just really liked how my eyes look. And one thing that I love about my partner, Quentin, is how excited he gets about learning new things.
One thing I love about someone else is Alok V. Menon. Please follow them on Instagram, on social media. They will inspire you and empower you so deeply on a level that you can't even imagine. I love them so much. They are so graceful with the way that they approach anything imaginable. Anytime there is hate on their page, they approach it with understanding and grace and offering love in return and non-judgment. They represent everything that life is about. They are fully themselves. They are passionate about being themselves and passionate about encouraging authenticity and compassion and being inclusive and open. And I am just, any picture, any video, anything that Alok is in, I am blown away. They are truly a gift to this world, just like you are. And I'm just so proud of them, and they bring me so much joy, and I want you all to check them out so that you can feel that joy. They are, you just see for yourself. See for yourself. And one thing I love about myself is that I'm punctual. I mean what I say. So if I say I'm gonna be there at 6:05, I'm gonna be there. If I'm not there at exactly 6:05, I'm gonna be there 20 minutes early. I prioritize sticking to my words. If I say something to somebody, I make sure that no matter what, I am able to adjust what I need to meet that promise. And I love that about myself. I love being punctual, I love being trustworthy, and I love being early. Early or on time, because doing so is the reason that I don't get anxious or feel worried or feel rushed, because I give myself time to, when it's time to do something, when it's time to go somewhere, or when it's time for Christmas, that when it's actually time for the thing to happen, I can be calm and take my time to do what it is, because I already did the work ahead of time, and I can be early now and be leisurely and calm and chill. And that's so important for me, because I like for my being and my energy to be that calm and chill, present, even keel. That's where I feel the most authentic. And that's how I feel I vibrate the highest. So I do everything I do so that I can provide that for myself. I only speak things that I mean to speak, so that I don't have to think about or be anxious about not meeting it. I say what I mean and I do what I say, and I give myself time to do those things. But I just love that about myself. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it made you feel something, because I really do pour my heart into it as much as I'm able to, and I hope you feel that authenticity and that it sparks something in you, because you are a firework. And you are capable of so many incredible things. Just you and your existence and your uniqueness and diversity. You're capable of so much, and I just want you to remember that. And if any of what I said or all of the other beautiful human beings have said has sparked your firework just a little bit, that's all I could ever wish for. That's it. Even if it's just one person. I love you. I love you so much. Please love you too, and please love each other and this world. We deserve it. You deserve it. Have an amazing day.